that you were thinking that we were going to have without thinking about the recording. This could be edited out, could be deleted, but that's just where you wanted to just have the chat. Let's have the chat while recording.
Yeah,
There's no problem.
I'm this for me this I'm calling this the prompting room. So like the prompting room podcast inside
Yeah,
my channel. And just like you said, like a Joe Rogan style, we just chat about AI, technology, life, especially for people that are non-tech. I think it would be really nice to see people that are into AI, into tech, to talk about those stuff in easier terms, like not, oh yeah, you need to use that HTTP with webhook, something like no, just like translating the tech stuff to the non-tech people. I think that's one thing that I would like
amazing.
to do.
I love it.
Uh,
I love it. It's the
yes,
being the bridge between the gap,
yes,
giving the understanding to the people.
yeah. That's the idea that I'm trying to. I think we have a lot in common from what I researched about you. We have a lot in common on what we want to achieve. And I have something that on my sleeve here that I saw about you, and but yeah, but I think calm down. I found your secret OnlyFans account.
Fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the idea. I'm my so I for them I have my new company, Living Off AI, and one thing that I want to I have even the name already, and basically that the idea is to be this bridge between tech and non-tech. I'm have like building this platform called Nexus. So Nexus from Latin is like this connection, like this hub, like this bridge. So I want to be like this Nexus, like this bridge that people like, I don't know, a lawyer can go inside this platform and understand tech in a like easy way, just go there, say, okay, that's a plug and play solution here that I can already implement in my business, like, or maybe understand better about AI, in, like very, very easy way. I don't know another way to say, like easier terms, and connect to other business owners as well. Like maybe a lawyer that is from Canada will connect with some accountant from Italy, like where I am right now. Or I like this idea because now that with AI, with tech, we can just build it, like anyone can build like with Cloud Code or with GPT Codex or Lovable can build a site, a platform. I'm seeing like so many non-tech people building so many amazing stuff. That's I
Yeah.
think the future
And
is great for us.
imagine what the tech people are doing.
they are they are opening an OnlyFans account now. But but anyway, so I'm already recording. We have already 3 minutes of gold already.
Exactly.
So
This is
let
fantastic. I
me
love it.
okay, let's introduce ourselves a little bit. So my name is Gianluca. I'm half Italian, half Brazilian. So I'm living in Roma, and I have this company called Living Off AI that I'm trying to help business owners and non-tech people to understand and apply AI on their daily day-to-day businesses and lives. And now I have also here with me Sebastian, also known as the King of North, from what I hear. He's a great guy that is on a group of AI people that work with AI as well that I'm part of. And from what I'm having seen about him, has a really nice mission of positivity and like embracing AI to like mental health as well. So I think we'll dig into this a little bit in this chat. So if you wanna say something before we start.
Yes, Sebastian Knørr is my name. In Norway. I think the world should look towards Norway, just see how we perform in the Olympics. Look at the world's greatest chess player, Magnus Carlsen, Norwegian. Now we're about to enter the next generation of artificial intelligence, where the focus has been on generative AI, but we have come up with a new concept called questioning AI. Both that the human should always question the output of the AI, but also that the AI should be a black box of questioning humans for the humans to think. Because as we see now, that there is a heavy atrophy in cognitive evolution because humans are offloading their cognition. So people become stupid by using tools the wrong way. And The tools that are built today are built to give answers. They're generative AIs built to give you an answer. But how are you going to get the answer outside the box if you're trying to make the box itself answer the questions outside the box? We need to think outside the box, literally. So we need to
That-
prompt AI for us to think. So we're thinking outside the box. And
and
that's how we drive evolution.
I just want to point out that you see that I introduced him as Sebastian. I didn't try to pronounce his last name because I would just butcher it. And second of all, Italy is coming for you in the Winter Olympics. We are getting the number 1 spot. Wait for it. This is last week. We are gonna get it.
Are you though? Are you though? Norway is the top gold medal winner in the whole
I
world. We're
we can all
above
hope, you know.
America. We're above America.
And Brazil stole the gold medal from you with Lucas.
I saw the best story, and a Norwegian Brazilian
Yeah.
doesn't make it. He doesn't cut it to the Olympic team in Norway, but in Brazil, he's the best, and now he's competing against the Norwegian.
Not
That's
in Brazil, in the
fantastic.
world.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, it's an
fantastic.
amazing story. So anyway, I like that you talked about this thing about intelligence and how people are like outsourcing thinking basically with AI. I have some friends that are developers and other big business owners, and they just say, yeah, I don't know how to code this. Send it to Claude or to ChatGPT, and it will code for me. I don't know what to decide on for my business, like if I should take this route or this other route. So I will ask AI, and I will just accept my fate based on what some
Yes.
rent. And the thing is that some people don't know that AI, if you ask the same thing for AI, it might have different answers if you ask the same question more than one time. You know, like if I ask AI, should I get an ice cream right now? It will say yes. And then if I ask again, maybe not. You're right. You don't. I did this exercise, and I even posted on LinkedIn that if I asked some 3 AIs, should I drive to the car wash that is 50 meters away from where I am? AI say, yeah, no, you should walk. Like, how can I bring my car there if I'm walking? Like, so for example, in the beginning of the year, what I did was I asked Claude, hey, so you know me, we have all my info. What should be my objectives for this year, my plans, like, and I brainstormed with him. So I did not accept like face value what Claude was saying to me, but I use it like to think outside the box. So I'm getting the results from Claude and say, okay, yeah, this thing I will disregard because it doesn't make sense for me, but this other thing maybe makes sense, or maybe like this thing that doesn't make sense for me made me think about another thing, so like I'm using an AI not like just to outsource thinking, but also to find new ways that I could do stuff or think outside the box. Like I think that's the idea that people are like. I think you send me an article, like people with this intelligence that people are not thinking anymore with AI. So that's very interesting to see that.
It's a cause of the intentions behind the makers, not of the black box itself. I would say Sam Altman and his team did a great job at building the black box, and they had great perspectives to initiate that and to release it to the world. Kudos to them. But I'm not in agreement of their way of implementing it. And you have this very big black box that is machine learning. But then if you take it apart and compare one line of machine learning with a drop of water, I can understand a drop of water. That's not too much to understand. I can even fill up a cup of the water and have lines and lines of machine learning, and I can pretty much understand this. But then I can compile the whole ocean and have all the droplets, and then I can not explain to you what the fuck is going on in the middle of the ocean. So we have this black box, very powerful, Pandora's box. It will do what we ask it to. So the most important part here isn't the black box itself. It's the thin layer that's in between the black box and the human interacting with it. Because as humans, we are continuously being linguistically programmed. Linguistic programming is the language you receive in your human experience becomes a part of your experience, and you get this vocabulary and these words to give as an output. And then if you have heavy dependency on communicating with artificial intelligence and it's built to give you answers, the human mind will atrophy and at a point, just like a slave, a zombie, follow whatever the thing says. And this is the cause of this again is people losing their ability to think freely, and they will become slaves to this consumption. And now we know that AI and ChatGPT are going to add ads into their business model. So people will be consuming, they will make choices, and they will make any choice ChatGPT tells them to make. So I, as a product owner, could place my product, I could have the most amount of coins in the bank, and I could get everyone to buy this. And it's a mass manipulation tool because you have power over all the people.
Yeah,
Whereas
and
if you
sorry, go on.
whereas if you turn it around and have artificial intelligence helping the human to become an independent thinker, each individual will become more independent and think freely and outside these systems, and they wouldn't be addicted to it.
Yeah, and like for example, we see that already with social media and some ads, people are even changing elections results, you know? So imagine if
Yeah,
you and people with
just
I've
tell
seen that.
ChatGPT what am I going to vote? Oh, you're gonna vote this side. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. And I don't I don't doubt that it will. There are some people that ask ChatGPT, who should I vote, you know, in the next election. So, and imagine when this falls into the wrong hands, and yeah, can say, and I really like AI. I think I say, know that you too, but at the same time, we should worry about that much power and
We
like
need to be aware of
outsourcing.
our choices. We need to be
Exactly.
aware of what we're doing on the platforms. That's why questioning AI, you should always question what AI tells you to do. Why is it telling me to do this?
I
What's
always
their
say that.
benefit?
Don't treat ChatGPT or Claude like an employee. Like,
Mm-hmm,
do this for me. I like to treat it like a peer, like a colleague. Like, hey,
mm-hmm,
I have this idea. What do you think about that? I
mm-hmm.
hear what his response and I say, okay, based on this response, made me think about that, but I won't follow this, but at least it made me think something else, or like maybe think about something different. So that's, I think, the should be the way that people should use it. Because if you just say,
Yep,
yeah, do this, do that, then you're like the brain's like a muscle, you know.
yep.
And for example, I'm not training this muscle a lot, but at least this one we should train, you know. So if you outsource your thinking, your brain will become like a
Brain
jelly
rot.
bean. Yeah,
Brain
your
rot.
brain rot. Yeah. And for example, for my personal experience, I'm a chemical engineer. Well, I graduated in chemical engineering, and always hated that. Like for example, thermodynamics, I had to like write so many big formulas and calculate by hand in the classroom. Computer, like also when we were studying programming, we needed to write the code like in a paper sheet, like and say,
Yeah.
yeah, if else, like really write it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why don't we do this in the computer? Like so easy. But and the teacher will say, no, no. When you go to work, you can use the calculator. You can use and now some teachers, like ex-teachers of mine, say, yeah, people are even using ChatGPT to calculate like 10 plus 10, like simple math,
Yeah.
and and people won't be able to now calculate anything else, you know, anymore. So I think that's like something that we should start to worry now before it gets into a very very troubling future, you know.
Yeah. I think the teachers you had were onto something, like writing it by hand in a training environment where you're consuming for knowledge. And then when you're out in the field, use all the tools available, but know the foundation, know it, embody it.
Yeah, and another thing that I you were saying that I remembered is that I don't know if you saw this graph. from like Stack Overflow questions. So Stack Overflow was like this. Was this graph of questions that people sent to Stack Overflow was like going up, 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 up until its peak on COVID. Then went down a little bit. Then ChatGPT announced. Then like that, like fell, like almost zero. And I have been thinking. So people use Stack Overflow to like answer questions about bugs, errors, like thinking another way to do something in programming. Now people are using Cloud Code and Codex to program. So when we get errors, who will answer them? Like because AI will feed this, then feed here. Like it will be like a loop, closed loop, and like you said, it won't become like it won't think outside of this black box.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying like you shouldn't use Cloud Code or Codex, like you should, but at the same time, try also to not like we were saying, like not use like a slave, like yeah, build me a button, build me like change the font, change the color, like whipping the poor bastard. I think that's the main problem. People are not even trying to understand the answers, the outputs, the results, and I'm like, I'm searching for a house, and one of the descriptions of this house, this apartment, it was like insert here the street, insert here, like people are like the real estate agent just like, hey ChatGPT, I have this house here, 3 bedroom, 100 meters square, and it's in the center of Roma, and then got the description, put it, paste it, didn't even read it to see if it's good or not, to change a little bit, and
And this is where the cognitive decline becomes an issue, the very moment you're describing here, because you get the people that are so reliant and trustworthy. They do, and they're used to having it so simple. It's so simple, I don't even have to read it. I mean, it's ChatGPT. It's probably good enough. It looks good to me. And they're just going on about their day. There was an incident in a municipality, a fucking municipality that's government in Norway. And it came about that they had used ChatGPT generated some shit. And there was like so much hallucination in those documents. And it proves that people then have just fucking gone on about their day, used ChatGPT, an American tool in government in Norway, to just scan some documents and fucking try to produce some shit because they were lazy
and
to do
we
it
know that
themselves.
we know that we are fucked when even Norway government fucks up.
Yeah.
Because I would expect this from Italy, like we are we are not the best example
I
of a
would,
good government, but
I would
Norway, okay, now I'm starting to worry now.
I would say there is a lot of political turbulence in Norway that's expected from being very wealthy. What has come out now that I'm furious about is all the corruption that's been going on. Fucking bullshit.
Okay, so when you talk corruption on a scale
Big
of,
on a large global billionaire stage. That's the
because
small.
remember
Because
I, I
if you
have
look at the smaller, like in general, people, there are a lot of not a lot of scamsters and
because I
fraudsters.
remember like in one of the Scandinavian countries, like big
Yeah.
scandal, like prime minister didn't refund 3,000 euros for breakfast, like I wish we had this problem here. 3,000 years, people here will say, what a dumbass, like he could gotten 30,000, 300,000,
Yeah, yeah. No, this is on a large scale, like Epstein file shit. Not good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, very bad, very bad. Like, and Norway is a very wealthy country, and it's a good society because of that. But I'm not directly shocked that these rich, very, very, very rich people are in the circles of these other very rich people. That's only natural. And then since it's Norway, one of the wealthiest country in the world, natural, but not good. I don't like it.
Yeah, I get.
There are things in Norway too going on that is not good for the country, the way I see it. But then again, I'm from the countryside. I'm from the mountains of Norway. I'm a fucking villager. I grew up I stole the neighbor's axe and I chopped down trees in the woods when I was like a little child.
I can imagine like Now, like people in your village, hey ChatGPT, how can you grab a X? Like how should I? Hey,
How can I make an axe?
yeah,
All of a
how can I?
sudden, the children are building like forges and taking out minerals from the mountain. Like, oh, now I'm gonna make an axe.
Oh God. But yeah, and now that you've and people like we see this corruption of like big important people like these rich billionaires, and we are trusting these same billionaires with our data, with like with AI, with to do take our decisions. Like I again
Yes,
I use AI a lot. I like it. I am like an advocate to using AI in, but we should know the better way to use it, like the correct way. I think we can say
this
that
is the
there's a correct
great
way of using.
equalizer. The AI's release, the release of the AI became the world's equalizer because the people at the bottom are now able to uh, outrun the people at the top. We're gonna get a new generation that takes over, and it's gonna happen very fast with this growth.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know because at the same time we have like the people on the top that are they control these tools.
We
Like
need
if
to
they say,
choose our leaders wisely.
and that's a problem because people will now ask AI, "Hey, who should I vote?" And if Sam Altman or Dario can say, "No, yeah, you vote for this guy for sure,"
Exactly.
and
So we shouldn't have AI that tells us answers. We should use this for search. If you want to search something, use Google AI, use Gemini, it's free. And
yeah, and and also like people don't seem to understand that AI is trained on data,
yep,
and which data it's trained. I saw a Brazilian football club that it showed like whenever it asked, "Hey, Gemini," I think it was Gemini that they were using, create an image of football fans in stadium. It was always white people, like always white people, no blacks. Because probably it was trained on this data, this kind of
yeah.
data, like of
And then it
white.
became a problem, and now they only have diversity.
Yeah, now so you see, like it doesn't
I
have
was
like a.
I was trying to generate a picture of like traditional Norwegian people from like back in the days. And I got African people and Asian people alongside like blonde, blue-eyed people. And I'm like, well, this is not right. This is not culturally right. And I'm asking it,
When
no, I want only white, blue-eyed people. And no, I cannot do that because that's racist. And I'm like, but now
but I'm
now my
Norway, like
culture, now my culture is hard. 200 years ago, there was no black people or yellow people in Norway.
it's like you ask, make me like people from Egypt, all white, blonde, and blue eyed.
Yeah,
Like it shouldn't do, like it's because it's different. Like in Norway,
yeah,
I think if you think
yeah.
about Norway, you think about this stereotype, especially in
Huh?
the
Is
past,
it a
like
problem?
Vikings and.
Are my eye color a problem? My skin color is that a problem for you? Oh, wow, the tables have turned.
Oof. But anyway, but, but I think that's the point. Like, if people are using AI that's trained on a certain type of data, like DeepSeek, when it first was released, I asked, what happened in Tiananmen Square? You
Hmm.
know, and it wouldn't say. It wouldn't say. I don't know now how it is, but I think it won't say. It still won't say. No, and because there's DeepSeek is Chinese and it's a very good model, AI model, but at the same time, I wouldn't use it to like answer geopolitical questions maybe because
Hmm.
it will filter. Okay, this is not good for the Chinese government or our allies. Like if it were like a Russian AI model, and even an American model might be have this also this censorship, like this filtering of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I also like that we're maybe getting some really good local open source models in the future
Hmm.
that could democratize and have no
Yep.
nothing of this censorship and
Yes.
this filtering, like from especially from the big corporations or governments, because then this will be really be the power for the bottom, like
Yep.
you can run your own AI on this little box or like a Raspberry Pi,
Hmm.
take it on the go with you and it will work
Yep.
just fine. I think that's
Yep.
the way to go. But at the same time, Claude, I like it. It's the one that I'm using like the most now. If Anthropic wants to sponsor this channel after all this shit that I was said.
Companion can sponsor you.
Yes.
Companion by Com2AI will sponsor you. Easy.
We're gonna talk about them, and but at the same time I know that I cannot fully trust that it, like this data that they're gonna send me, these outputs, they're like 100% uncensored or not without censorship, like because who knows is controlling it, that's the main problem. And but yeah, but before we go into Companion and Nordic AI, I like the name. Very patriotic.
Ah!
I'm thinking like a Viking going on. Yes, let me prompt this for you. Let me use it. One thing that I want to get your opinion is that people use now. For example, I have my father. He's on his 70s. He grew up like in the hippie era, like no technology, no internet. He was like business owner, and like rock and everything. And now whenever he gets his phone and say, hey son, look at this picture here, I'm like, father, like this is AI, like clearly is AI, and or like videos. And I sometimes I bring him, hey dad, this is my new girlfriend, and oh, she's beautiful. And then no, it's AI. Like even I can clone my voice and he won't even distinguish if it's true or not. So I have been saying this for a while, and I think that especially in the elections, Brazil will have like a very polarized election this year, and the U.S. in 2 years, I think. I think he's preparing. He's preparing. I think you know what I'm going into. With deepfake, with easily you can clone voices with 11 Labs, with other models. I think there is a big risk for not only election and democracy, but in scams and everything. Like I was just watching a CoffeeZilla YouTube video of this guy that he was a Nigerian guy, always a Nigerian scammer. Like, it's like the stereotype as well. But like this guy, he was faking that he was like an actor from the, I think, the 80s from the US, and he was sending like AI pictures of him to a woman that was on her deathbed, and he got like $30,000 from her, like. And they just, the people that her son discovered because she died, and then why is she saying that all this money, like where. And and so for you, how can do you see this a very big threat or not? And second, what do you think could be some way of mitigating this issue, like just information? Because I don't know if software is enough. If we will have like a software that will be able to do that.
I don't believe in mitigation, but I believe in finding the root cause and then solving that. And the way out of this, how I see it, is that we evolve. Humans need to evolve to the point of critical and independent thinking, where they can look at something and take a rational, critical decision upon, do I believe this or is this complete fakery? How will I adapt to this? I will communicate with those around me. If something like this came up, I could give my closest code names that only we know because we've only spoken about them. And if someone sends something that might be a scam, ask for the code word. And if they cannot answer, then this is obviously scam, and I shall hang up and go on about my day and connect the people that might be concerned and check out before I do anything. And also think logically, what is the likelihood of this situation happening in reality in my position in life? Am I a target? Am I not? And most likely you're not the target. Let's be honest, let's be fair. Most likely you are not the target, and these are most likely scammers. If in the incident that something does happen and there is people in danger and you're being threatened, go to authorities, police,
Yes, and
or known people in your network that you're comfortable can help you. Don't sit
we
with it alone. Share it.
we saw also on XAI these dangerous images of XAI using like creating fake nude images of girls and even underage people. So that's something that I'm still very concerned, and to be honest, I don't see a good way out for now. Other than information, like you said, like code names and etc. I think some people, yeah, we could have like a tag, like a metadata tag that you can, when you take a picture, it will show if it's fake or not. But still, I don't know how much
You're
that
not
can be faked.
gonna,
Yeah,
this is going to be the tool starts recognize, this is machine learning. The tool is recognizing, I can recognize it's fake because of this. And then you're telling the other system, oh, so it's because of that, so I shall improve upon it. And now you can't. Haha. And no, now I can't. But now it's because of this, I can tell that it's AI. Oh, it's because of this now. Well, let me fix that then. And this becomes that's what's happening. Like Will Smith eating spaghetti, and it's just spaghetti fucking everywhere. And, and then you have today, it's like fucking perfect. You can have multiple scenes. Like these tools are just being enhanced. I don't believe in I can track that this has been written by AI. I've had human interactions with some of my close ones, and I've been like accused that I'm using ChatGPT to answer them. But it's just my cognitive level. Since I've just enhanced myself this way, I'm now able to write better answers or as good as AI. And people, they're so used to getting information from their AI, so they recognize their AI for what I'm saying. And is he using AI to talk to me now?
I think in a way we will get in the era that your Tinder will have like an AI that will match with other AIs, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's
I've been on Tinder, and I'm like recognizing that people are using AI when talking to me because they're not changing the long dash. You need to change the long dash.
but
If the
also
long
like also if this then that like this AI always does this post that uh you are getting this result because of this, like this always this because of this that, like it always with this contrast, you know. And but one thing that I can give a piece of advice for especially the male guys here: you're not that attractive. If a blonde hot girl sends you a message on Instagram, it's probably AI, it's probably fake, it's probably a scammer.
yeah.
Okay, don't send it money. You're not that good looking, you know. So trust me, don't send your don't send anything, information, nothing. You know, preserve yourself. let's
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
let's
Calm
agree on
down.
that.
Calm
Yeah,
down, bro. Calm down.
go on celibate's better. Sending a scammer on in, I don't know, in the countryside of Georgia, all your house savings, you know, just Oof.
Oh, fuck.
So now I think that we chatted a lot about random but interesting stuff that's been and this is the first time we were talking to.
Yep.
If anyone is watching this video, this is the first time that me and Sebastian we are talking, uh, but it's been very funny, very interesting. But now I want to talk about two companies here that I have open on my other screen. So first one is, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, you can. So this one is Companion. So Com2AI is the site. So tell me about it.
This is the next generation of AI, QAI, where it's LLM, just like ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude, but the philosophy behind is completely different. So the thin layer we mentioned earlier that sits in front is built on a Nordic set of values. And this came about because I was going through a rather terrible patch in my life where I was running a general contracting company. I moved from where I live now to a city out from the house of my ex and my child, newborn child. And I had this project where I renovated a whole complex. And I was the general contractor leading all the subcontractors, handling investors, and doing the management of the property and getting tenants to stay and apply for the apartments. The project was a super success, but it costed me everything as a human. And to add on top of all of these components, artificial intelligence came about, and I started like diving into ChatGPT, and from that managed to create a methodology that helped me from not going over the edge and committing suicide in all of it. And the moment I realized that I had used this artificial intelligence in a way to help myself from the darkest moments of my life, I understood that I could potentially do this for others if this method got applied. And ever since, I've changed lanes from being in constructions, which I've had been for almost a decade, and I entered new ventures in technology.
Nice.
And now we've reached a point where this has become its own methodology. We're writing a scientific article about this new concept, the QAI, that I keep ranting about, where the first we had was generative AI. It was made to generate an answer. And yeah, that's nice, but it's, let's be honest, it's just Google with a lot of bells and whistles extra. And now come to the next step, which is questioning AI, where the human being is evolving cognitively. So we have a cognitive incline in the evolution of humans alongside the kept evolution of artificial intelligence. And that this is the way to walk far into the future with artificial intelligence as our companion.
Okay. First, thanks for sharing this your story. Must be hard, and I'm glad that you are here to talk gibberish with me on this episode. But no, it's very interesting, and I think this is the. So I saw some people even trying to replace therapy and psychologists with AI and just chatting with ChatGPT, and but I think that if you, I think nothing will always replace like a human psychologist, but at the same time you can use AI and technology to help your mental health. You know, like be like like I said, a companion. You know, like and I think this is very very interesting, like how you build like this very very nice platform interface with this set of values, Nordic values, always very patriotic with the North, and uh, and I hope that it helps a lot of people. I'm sure that it's helping, and I'm really glad that there's people like you, and I hope that I can include myself in this category of people that are trying to use technology for the better stuff of the world, like to do good, you know, like to help people become better in businesses or in the professional life or in the personal life. But like you said, like not just like a slave, you know, like a tool, like just prompt and get the answer and don't think about it. No, but to help them think about stuff, help to find a way, like to think outside the box, like to be
Yep.
a companion. I like this. I know I will always say companion because I really like this term to be used with AI. I like the this way of thinking. And have how many people are using it for now? Is it new, newly
For
launched?
now,
How
we have about 200 users. We launched in
nice.
September last year. And it's important to always add the by Com2.ai, companion by Com2.ai to find
Okay.
us. Because companion is very generic. So now our quest now becomes to get the term companion. So if anyone searches just companion, this comes up. That's our next technical challenge on the internet.
The SEO tech the challenge.
Yes, and I have the best people to do it. It's going to be great.
Nice. I'm looking forward. Really happy.
But for
And
now,
let's.
companion by Com2AI to find us, or just com2.ai in the.
I will add also the links in the description for the three people, hi mom, that are watching this video. to
Hello, mom.
And the second one is I'm sorry, I translated to Italian because I'm my Norwegian is a little bit rubbish. Let me put it in English so everyone can understand it here. Inglese. Ta, ta. There you go. Okay, Nordic AI. Tell me about it.
Yes, Nordic AI. This is the company that I started first before I told anyone that I was going to build the next generation of large language models. So I was of the understanding, I was an entrepreneur already. I had been a carpenter, I had been a furniture maker, and I started this tech stuff is like my fourth and fifth company. So I've done this part before. And now I'm going from construction where I can build a house if I want to, but I now want to build technology. So I already understand that I need a team of people with a particular set of skills in order to build what my vision is to build. So I must first build Nordic AI. And then after a year of building Nordic AI, we came to the point where we have the knowledge, we have the network, we have the cash flow, we can do this project. So we initiated it. And from Nordic AI came Com2AI. And now Nordic
Nice.
AI is operating as a consultancy company where we can help people with process automation. We help people with AI implementation. We do webinars or seminars. And yeah, just try to help out in the space of AI because we have the knowledge, know-how. Just serve the Norwegian market.
Perfect. Really nice. I think uh I think we are coming to the point that I am also in changing my services to not only implementing, but like you said, consulting and providing workshops and stuff. So I think we're coming to the point that yeah, AI is available for everyone. You cannot just supply like, yeah, I will build you a chatbot. But also I will train you how to use it. I will train you how to
Yep.
maintain. I will train your team how to use it. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the point that we are going more and more, and that's why I'm also going more into the educational training workshop. This thing coming next for you guys, and but yeah, and I like the design of your sites. Very nice, very
Yeah, this
good.
is super nice.
And
This
do you
is
have like
coded like from the bottom up.
so no vibe coding here?
Oh, we're using vibe coding to code it from bottom up, but these are not like this isn't your standard WordPress. It's like coded. It's
Nice.
really
And do you
nice.
have like any customer story that you would like to share, like that comes to your mind? That something that you've.
Yeah, we've helped a couple of these, I like the business as well. Like so you have sauna experiences, accommodation, like hotels, and these places are serving the consumer market. And in the business to consumer market, there is a high value of implementing chatbots because people come to a sauna and they have all of these questions when they come to the sauna. And there is 22 saunas, and there is every hour there is the potential for having a new client at all of the different locations all at once. And it's usually the same questions like, where is the extra wood to put fire in the sauna? And this is very easy to handle with AI chatbots. So we've had saved some clients hours on handling this basic communication. And in a lot of the interactions, the users are thanking the chatbot, and they're writing in their language. So you could write Portuguese to this, and it'll come even though you're in Norway. So these stuff are fantastic. And the same for hotels. You have guests wondering when is breakfast. Simple question. It's at this time. Just give the answer.
And I like that. I like to think that because some people say, yeah, AI will kill jobs. We won't have jobs. Mass firing. I think that, for example, you don't need to fire your team. I think you can free their time to two things. One, so they can have like a good life, so they don't need to work extra hours, or they don't need to work 7 days a week. They can just relax. And I can think, and even have should be some research that employees that relax, that they have free time, they will work better. They will be appreciative of the company, of the work and everything. And second stuff, do you want your like your employees to answer things like when is the breakfast? Like what time is the breakfast? Like you don't want your employees to waste time with that. This is where AI can come in hand, like this
Yeah.
routine manual work, and leave your workers to like important stuff, to more creative, to more like reasoning stuff. Like that's
Yep.
the right approach, for most of the, especially SMEs, like small and medium
Yep.
enterprises.
We saw a change in the market. I registered that companies that were laying off a lot of people decreased in value because the focus is put on the wrong factor. They're like, okay, so we have all these humans, they're doing this job. Now we have AI that does the job for us, and we make the same amount of money but a bigger profit if we just fire all of these people. That's their logic. Instead of thinking, oh, we have all of these extra people now. What else should we do? Where do we need people? Where can we, because we make the same amount of money, but the work isn't being done by these humans, so they're basically making their salary for free. So we can put them elsewhere to do work elsewhere, and then it'll be extra work that we can do for the company. Instead of thinking like that, they were like, no, fire those people because we're making a bigger profit then. Because the
Yeah.
focus is on the wrong. They're thinking short term, big gain money.
Yeah, they're short-sighted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
just did like a project with this company that they have like 100 employees. I really like to say this example. I'm always saying this because I think that's a very nice example. They have like 100 employees, like from 20 or 30 that are fixed, and 70 that they're professors, like teachers that work for them, like from time to time. And they have like so their salary is variable. So like if this teacher gave more lessons and classes, they will get more money and less. And they all control this via Monday.com, like the CRM. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. And basically, what it did was the the educational director, she would approve the value. So okay, yeah, this professor, I can guarantee that she did these lessons. And then the finance director would ask for his assistant, hey, send these 100 people emails asking them one by one their invoices with the custom amount of money for each single one of them. So the thing is that, and then this assistant, he had to control when the professor sent the invoice and etc. So like, and not that he will waste, I don't know, one day focus on that, because then okay you can, but no, he had always to go and check the inbox to see if it came, then to get the invoice, then to put it on Monday, then tell the finance director, hey, the invoice is here, pay, like this. And then you waste a lot of money, time, because you have to stop what you're doing, go, then come back, and it breaks. I am someone that like the deep work, so I don't want to be disturbed like with minimum breaks that are not worth. So I have, for example, days that I don't do meetings because I want to like deep work and be focused. But and then what we did was a simple, like, I think I did in 1 hour, this process, like to process invoices. Like, basically, you hit approve here of the value because this is something that needs to be manually done because they want that. It will ask everyone, hey, send me the invoice for this amount of money for this month. Then when the guy sends back the invoice via email, it will get will notify the director and it will annex the invoice in the Monday.com table. Let's leave it like that. Not my choice. But you see, like it's saving so much time because not only the time that they are spending doing this stuff, like sending and asking and receiving, but also the time that they have to stop doing something, do this, then come back, then they have to refocus. So that's type of
Hmm.
thing that should be focused on
Yep.
when you are doing some automation or like these processes that are there. We don't need that. And then now this his assistant he has more time to do more stuff for them. And now they're doing a new project. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing that is
Yeah. The
nice.
capacity evolves. This is, we need to evolve and expand. We're not implementing AI to shrink and be small. We need to take the, okay, so we can expand on this.
Yeah, totally agree. So let me close here. How I don't know how to stop. Okay. This is my first time using this software, so be patient with me.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you, my friend. And now let's talk about Sebastian. I think we are almost reaching 1 hour of talking, and
That's great.
this is very nice. And but now I want to focus more about yourself. Like you talked a little bit about your work experience, your some of your mental health issues, and etc. But what other things you like to do, like hobbies? Well, you are not from Nordic country, so I think you like to go to the sauna and jump on like frozen lakes and play hockey and go to the. Oh yeah, I'm stressed. I will go to the countryside and stay on a a cabin for 2 days and do nothing. I don't know if my stereotypes are much correct, but
You're hitting me pretty well. I have outside my house now. I live on the countryside, so I'm amongst the mountains most of the time. I'm traveling from here into the city, but I always come back here. So I stay in the wilderness, and I have a river, a small stream that goes besides my house, and unfortunately now it's completely frozen, so there is no water. But for as long as there is water, I'm hacking a hole on the ice and I go under the ice every morning. And I sit there for about a minute and then I get out.
a small parenthesis. I went to Latvia in last September to visit a client, and that's something that was unprecedented for me. Like, yeah, let's go to the sauna. Okay, I'm going to the sauna with my client. It's not common here where I'm from. We don't go to the sauna. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go with my underwear to the sauna with my clients. Not common, like with the CEO of the company. Like already it's awkward, but okay, let's try it. And then okay, yeah, let's hit the sauna. Then they keep putting water to make it even hotter. And I'm like, please stop. And then okay, now let's jump on the lake. And I was like, what? Then they jump on the lake and repeat like sauna lake, sauna lake, sauna
It's the
lake.
best feeling in the world.
Yeah, let's agree on to disagree. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, but really though, this is good for you. And if you do the uncomfortable in the moment, it's going to be good for you in the long term. It gives a special type of gratification, knowing that you're doing something uncomfortable because there's growth in doing the uncomfortable. This is still a lot me describing who I am. This pursuit that I'm on is, there is not a lot of relaxation. There is a lot of work. There's a lot of cognitive stimulation that I need, just because I I need to keep busy. I need to move forward, and I've learned to see the blessings in it and fully embrace it. But I'm also aware that, and not to sound arrogant, but that this is a very small percentage of human beings that come out like this, and that it's at times a lot of time spent alone. And upon learning that alone doesn't mean loneliness, I've learned to appreciate it and accepted the fate that I have for my life and the purpose that I'm walking towards, even though it's caused a lot of pain and struggle. I've always been growing because of it, and I've had the resilience to go through it. And now, being positioned the way we are, hopefully gets some moment of relief where all this effort that's been put in is worth something, and that it can come something good from it. And when we make a great impact on humanity, I will be satisfied. I hope.
I like it. Yeah. Well, my objective is more like just to be able to eat good pasta and drink wine, but for each its own. Just kidding.
And that's the, but this is the truth, that if you arrive to the point where you're doing it in joy because you're just so positively attuned and you have a positive attitude to it all, you just allow everything to be, and you find stillness and silence in the eye of the storm, where you're just sitting now, and you can, okay, well, at least I'm gonna make a fucking delicious pasta today.
Yeah, but I like I I used to want, like when I was a kid, yeah, I want to like work all day and be a billionaire and like run Google and etc. And like I'm not old, I wouldn't say. Well, some of my friends that are younger, they say that I'm old, but I consider myself kind of young. I'm 28, so but like
Born in
I
'97.
28. Yeah,
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 are you born in?
1997. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Ah, nice. And you have a child already? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's 3 years old.
Nice. It's awkward because when we are like reaching the 30s, you have like friends that have like houses and they have children and married, and the others like, let's go party and like drink every day. You like have two types of friends, like
Yeah.
it's like a crazy stage of life that you have like two influences, the good ones and the party ones. But anyway, like, and now I think especially because it's something of the culture from both of my cultures, Brazil and Italy, that to enjoy life, to enjoy like the little things, like I saw the other day like Harry Styles, yeah, because the Italians slow life, but is it really slow life, or is just because unfortunately in the US a lot of people have to buy junk food and eat in front of the computer for 10 minutes before they come back to work, and here I can stop for an hour to make some quality pasta, like fresh pasta with good cheese, with good pancetta, with like
Yeah.
with good quality ingredients that are not expensive, that I can buy for cheap. Because I went to Canada last year, and like a good pasta would go, I think, minimum in Toronto like $50, and here you go to the city center of Roma, you can buy a carbonara for like 12 euros, like good carbonara, like quality carbonara, like a good tiramisu would be 5 euros, 6 years. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the thing that I'm start to appreciate more and more in life. Like maybe I won't be the biggest billionaire in the world, and I don't care about it. But as long as I have like a good life and I can enjoy like this stuff, like you said, and have like calm and happiness and achieve something meaningful in my life, I think I'm already happy about it. Like
Yeah.
I
That's
think
what
that's the
that's what I want too. Like, I caught myself. I'm not chasing it. I'm trying to make it land in my presence. I'm trying to manifest it happen. So I just cultivate the right nest for it to happen naturally, and then allow someone to land, and then leave it be.
I like it. I like this other way of thinking it.
Yeah, I think that's my approach to it. But that's what I want. My dream is to have a farm and have a wife and bunch of kids and just live at the farm and have animals and go look at the cows and ride the sheep and just live that life. And if I can make it happen so that society keeps going around and we don't face the great human downfall because we became so stupid and everyone followed a couple of AI leaders and they got
What is 2 plus
manipulated.
2?
Yes, what is they blue? And it's just like going
That's
around.
ChatGPT.
Because that's no future for my child. That's no future for our children. I want to have a future that's prosperous. So I'm gonna make an effort to make a
To do
prosperous
that.
future so that my child can grow up in a safe and sound future. That's why I'm doing it. I got crazy when I became a father. It did something to me. Already before that, and I've always been like this, a visionary by nature. I just see into the future and I can see this, and then I make my best effort to fucking make it happen. And I can't help myself but to do it. And I already 6 months pregnant. I was like, holy shit! I got the birth had already happened. It came to me, and I tried to explain it to her mother, my child's mother at the time, and like, okay, just remember that I told you this, and after the birth, I'll ask you again if you understand what I mean. And then right after the birth, first thing I asked, like, she's been there for 32 hours, pressing out the child. First thing I'm asking, do you remember the time I said?
I can see that she really enjoyed that
Do you
question.
understand now?
She's in pain, medicated after 50 hours of birth.
Yeah.
But do you understand what I was saying? Ah,
Yes,
you
I just,
remember,
yes,
right?
yes, I understand. And it just, understand now.
Now fuck off. Get out of the room.
Yes, yes. Oh,
But
great.
okay, another question that this I will ask you controversial questions for you. First thing, carbonara with or without cream?
Without.
Okay, so
You
we are
put
we are
you
I,
put the egg yolks, you put the
you
cheese, you
know,
whisk it a little
so we are
bit, you
good.
add some
We are good.
pasta water, you whisk it a little bit more, you make sure to have a lot of fat in the pan, you put it in, you whisk it around, get the pasta, sound of love, and there you go. That's carbonara for you. Drizzle it with
So
bacon.
now I can consider you my friend. Okay, that's the first question. And now, what do you think about Sweden?
I think they're a bunch of losers, and that Norway has always been better than Swedes. And now we're gonna prove it with AI. We just gotta become bigger than Spotify. I mean, they're Swedish, they
And
did a
lovable
good
as
job.
well.
Lovable too, but they're all gonna talk about Com2AI from Norway. I mean, Norway is the best.
I like that. Uh, I remember that PewDiePie he recorded a video about Sweden, and every time he was like, "Yeah, Norwegian shit,
Yes,
Norway shit." Like
yes,
from every 5 seconds, Norway piece of shit.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And now we have another guy, a fucking Swedish influencer. Is saying is pooping on Norway, and I'm like, fuck, just wait, just fucking wait.
I think you need some YouTubers now. You need to start producing YouTubers as well. Come on.
Norway need more YouTubers.
The government plan for the next 5 years we need at least 10 YouTubers with 10 million subscribers.
Yes, but it's funny. It's like it's lovely this rivalry that's local because if someone else fucks with Sweden, you're not allowed to fuck with Sweden. I fuck with Sweden. You're not allowed to fuck. We fuck with each other. But if you fuck with one of us, we're all coming after you. Like America wanting to go into Greenland and Greenland being Danish. And then I hate Danish people too. But America, fuck off. That's
I
like,
am the one that hates them, not
hey,
you.
you're not allowed to. This is our thing. This is what you're doing. Get
So
out.
as we can understand that there's a lot of fucking each other in Scandinavia. I can understand this now. Okay.
And the numbers even say that like there's so much statistics and you have like Norway, Sweden, Denmark amongst the top countries that have the most sex in the world.
Maybe I should move not by home in Roma, but maybe in Oslo, you know?
Yes, come to Norway. I'm telling people, Norway's great. You just gotta survive the winter, which is pretty harsh.
Well, in the winter I can always go to Brazil.
Exactly.
Perfect solution, right?
Yes, I said openly on a local event here that I'm gonna make an effort to make Gudbrandsdalen, where it's this beautiful valley. It's called the Valleys of Norway, and I'm gonna make it the new Silicon Valley. So just all tech people, please come. Beautiful
One, can I
nature,
give
mountains.
you just one more small advice? Make the name a little bit easier.
Yeah,
Just that.
yeah. I
You
think
know,
it, we can say Heidal. It means hello valley. It's easy to remember.
yeah, Heido,
Heidal.
I can pronounce Heido.
Heidal,
Yeah.
hello valley. That's easy to remember.
This I can pronounce, but like the other one, I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah, Gudbrandsdalen. It's a pretty long ass name.
Or GNU. I can take GNU. And maybe GNU means like fuck you in Norwegian, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I think that's enough. We hit more than 1 hour. Okay, good.
Nice. This is
Yeah,
good
it was
content.
nice talk. We talked about from AI to Sweden. I think we did a lot of.
It's a good place to end that the trashing on Sweden.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, I mean, kudos to you for listening still. This is
If you made it so this far, comment giant Norway.
cha great Norway.
Great Norway. Sorry. Great Norway. You leave a comment. Great Norway in the comments. That so we know that you came this far.
That's great.
Because we're talking with the King of North, you know, as I've heard. So,
I love
well,
it.
Sebastian, I will leave your links in the description for our family to see, maybe. But if you wanna say something in the end, like leave your a message, your social media, your site, etc.
Keep your word. Tell yourself that you're gonna stay positive and keep your word. You'll go very far.
Perfect. Okay. It was very stoic, almost.
Well, I'm a philosopher. It's, I have
A
some.
carpenter, a philosopher, a construction worker, an AI worker.
Remember that Jesus started as a furniture maker. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's true.
claiming to be Jesus, but having the similar stages of life in learning and appreciating. Okay.
That's it. So thank you all for coming. If you made it this far, comment Great Norway below. This is Gianluca. This is the Prompting Room podcast on living off AI. And I see you next. Leave a like, subscribe. And yeah. See ya. So we hit pause.